Welcome to today's show, the Think and Reflect podcast show. Today's show is being sponsored by Bavaria's Clothing Collection. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle. Bavaria's, a consistent show of dash and spirit, bravery. On today's show, we'll be talking about some of the moves that have been going on in the NFL, even though it's not even the off season yet. But the NFL is not playing. These guys want to either get moved or they want to get better. If you can't get the team better, get me better out of here. The Senate, they ain't approved the $50 minimum wage. I want to talk about that too, though. Texas filing a lawsuit, a class action, $1 billion. And I want to start a new topic, a new segment. I want to start calling it Time to Think and Reflect. But today we're going to be talking about society, social media, how it affects everyone, you know. And if you all tuned in, you downloaded the app, or you know the number, call in, chat, I'm here for at least the next hour. But we could get started on today's show. Yeah, get to started on today's show. So, I want to start talking about, let's get this show on the road. But the NFL, the off season doesn't start for another few weeks. I think the 17th to be exact. Yeah, the 17th. But, I'm a football fan. I grew up playing football. Had a little situation happen to me that prevented me from continuing. And then I also got a little caught up. It's just me continuing to let you all know. You want to know who Ricky is, Ricky D. Calhoun. I got a lot to talk about. I've been through a lot, going through a lot, and I'm going to make a lot out of it. Just stay tuned. Stay locked in, tune in, call in. Yeah, but the NFL, I know it's a lot of NFL fans out there. J.J. Watt, he's like the biggest talk right now because J.J., he was the first big move to happen. He said, Houston, thank you, but I want to go try elsewhere. But he kind of, he got a good agent. Put it like that. His agent is doing what an agent's supposed to do. Get the most out of the situation. That's why I'm going to just be me. This my celeb. This my character. Put me out there. Give me the most out of my abilities. And I'm going to do the most with my abilities. That's how a professional should think. We gonna broaden the vibe because I'm an entrepreneur. For me to even be sitting up here thinking to do a podcast, I was thinking of a bigger spectrum. If y'all haven't gotten familiar, that's one of my words, the spectrum. But yeah, Russell Wilson, he said he don't want to get traded, but he gave him a list of the teams. Man, that when you got that power, you got that power. He said, I ain't trying to get traded, but if you feel this the right thing to do, go ahead. And these the teams I like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He shot him. He hit him with some. Yeah. Russell. Bernard Hopkins, though, he got some money for a couple of years. He got like $55 million for 2 years extension. But Russell Wilson, I pulled up. Oh, I got it rid of it because he had a list of the teams that he preferred to go to. Yeah, but Russell trying to get up out of there for real. Or y'all gonna get the team better, one or the other. Something gonna shake. I'm a big cake. Yeah, but Bernard, he got paid. But getting back to Watt, because I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, and we supposed to be one of the teams, supposedly, that he's interested in. He ain't. I guess how they say it. Whew, man, it's gonna come when you try to get the most out of your value. It's another little phrase how they say, but that's what it means. Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking it's a chair. That's the one of these machines over there. I'm gonna have to get me shut it down. Yeah, but then another Cleveland because they talking about LaShawn Marshawn Lattimore. That must be that A's kicking in. But Marshawn Lattimore, if he they said to be a trade, I really because Greedy, we don't know what Greedy might have put on some muscle. Because you know he had to get his shoulder together. If you're a Cleveland fan, he had to get that shoulder together. So I wouldn't, because you had to turn around and pay Lattimore and Ward. Lattimore, Cleveland, though, to the bread. He played for the Ville. Glenville High School for the people not from Cleveland. I be forgetting I gotta change my perspective. I'm so Cleveland breded. I love my Browns, so I get kind of zoned out when I get to talking about them. Sometimes I be thinking about should I make a Brown sports talk. My buddy, he keeps saying it. And you know what? I'm gonna put it together. That's gonna be another show y'all can look out for. But JJ, I'll take on JJ. Russell a beast. I didn't know he was going to be as good in the NFL. He came and showed out. Oh, and while we talking about sports, Tiger, they say they had to use the jaws of life. Whew. That would have been another tragic loss on an iconic. But Tiger seemed to he seemed to crash. Like, what is, boy, what you be into, Tiger? Good, he all right. He had to have surgery, they say, on his knees. So, You know, if you're listening, you can call in 216-632-3917, or you can download the speaker app if you haven't. Tell a friend so we can chat. But regardless, I'm about to think and reflect, voice my opinion. Hope it sounds good while I'm doing it. And again, today's show was sponsored by Bavaria's Clothing Collection. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle. Excuse me. Yeah, the NFL offseason officially starts March 17th. See what my little brownies, because we contenders now. So I'm going to talk about the Browns. And I know, yeah, but the color of the skin, I had a whole nother motive. Hopkins getting paid. It was another trade, but I know, who else got traded? Somebody just got traded. Wow. See, I should have had my stats up. I'm trying to freestyle with y'all. But y'all tell me. Send me a DM. Let me know what I could do to improve the show. Should I continue with the show? Just let me know. Voice your opinion. Send it a DM. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Yeah. Think and reflect. Voice your opinion. Yeah, I can't see sports. It be this that little gap where the season, like you wait. Okay, basketball in effect, but it's even at the back. Oh, it really get bad at the basketball. When basketball season is over, it be a little bit of baseball, but then it just go blank. And then it ain't nothing really entertaining in my world anyway. On the sports side and football, sneak back up on you. But football is the most intense because it's 16 weeks, a game a week. Basketball is 50 plus games. College is like 40. So baseball is over 100, you know. And they say, well, in Ohio, it's a 30% capacity. So the world, it probably will never be normal. But we'll talk about that later. I got a little segment for that. I want to reflect on it as the time to think and reflect. We always thinking and reflecting, but more on some, not what's the current event, but how I feel. I'm the host, and I'm going to give you the most. I know the ones that be listening, it just started. I ain't even got comfortable yet. Yeah, I ain't even got comfortable yet. So keep tuning in. It just started. It just started. The Think and Reflect podcast show. Yeah, but Russell gave Seattle a list. That's trade me. I don't care. Oh, yeah. PR said, his PR team said, look, man, tell him you still want to be there, but here go a list if y'all decide to. The thing is, I read Russell is a hard cap. Like, he still going to cost them a lot of money if they trade it. Plus, he got the no trade clause, so he get to pick where he want to go. Excuse me. That's something I make sure to have in my contract, especially if I got a little leverage. That's like Hopkins. Hopkins, he's smart. He might be ready to retire after that 2 year extension. I wonder. I should have checked on when his contract actually ends, since he got the extension. Because maybe the extension might not even start till 23 or something. Yeah. So see what's up. But see the odds. My see man, I said Bernard Hopkins. Let's see what this boy got left on his contract. Yeah, like I say, the new contract don't even start until 2023. Look, see, I just know sports. That's why I'm still depending on the world. But it's a guy out there. I don't know what was going on. We had the same thought process while the universe was going on, but he had the right connects. You know, I was hanging with my thought was, I some few of them still my buddies, so I ain't gonna dog them out. But man, marketing, Deshaun's marketing is the mother. That's the one and only. But getting to the point, sports management is what I was leaning towards. I was gonna go to this school after I got out of broadcasting, but I got tangled up in some junk. I'm pretty sure some of y'all looked me up. So if you want to talk about it, call in. You got something to say? But yeah, the NFL offseason is almost here. They trying to juice it up. They say Von Miller might get cut. We got Richard Sherman out there. The trades. Oh yeah, it was a couple trades that was Detroit, L.A. Stafford went to L.A. It was another trade too, and the one guy, another former Brown, his son, want to get. So they out there. It's probably a little more other stuff, but that's just like the main things that have been going on when it comes to the NFL. I'm a football, so I'm gonna talk football. I'm gonna talk sports. You tune in. Like my show is not. We gonna talk finances, but it's not based. It's not based on one specific. That's why I'm giving you the opportunity to call in. I'm doing the show live. You can chat. We can communicate because the communication is key. You need some marketing. Deshaun's marketing is the place to be. Brand, build, grind, and shine. Yeah. Y'all got to excuse that. I'm desktoping it. But, yeah, the NFL. I can't wait. It's exciting. It ain't as exciting, even though picking first, second, and all that top 10, it ain't a good thing, but the excitement of what they put on the top picks, and we not part of it this year. I hope we don't be a part of it for a while. They sitting up here trying to talk about what they want to do with Baker. See, that's exact. You know what? I'm gonna leave this Browns talk. I'm about to set up a talk show. I'm gonna talk to my buddy. We gonna pin it's strictly Browns. Once a week, even just talking about. I'm gonna leave it in the air for y'all, but I know what's going down. I'll be talking to you. But yeah, moving on. Moving on. The Senate to shut the little minimum wage down. I don't want to shot him down. But yeah, see this the thing. See this, even though this not finance like the way you might want to be taught, but this is a financial education knowledgeable thing. The people that own the businesses, mainly the small businesses, not like the chains and the corporations, they might can handle it, but again, they got what's the name of the show? It's like it look like Walmart, but they got the robots too. I never watched it, but I seen the previews. But them just science. So just imagine, okay, minimum wage, $15. This is hard on the. That's not really because the wealth can't be spread evenly. So if $15 minimum wage probably would have been agreed upon because I guess the Senate, the Senate is the power. They decided to not let it go through because this is what I don't really don't know what they say. Okay, House Democrats cannot include the $15 an hour minimum wage in the 1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package. This was yesterday. Okay, House Democrats included the 15 per hour minimum wage in the rescue bill they plan to approve Friday. Also, it's supposed to get approved today. It should have. Yeah, but my opinion is from just understanding like the payroll and stuff like that. If minimum wage becomes $15, a company that might they start at $9 an hour. So they might have 40 employees at $9 an hour. So they have to start paying them employees $6 more an hour. Just listen, $6 more. Man, that's more than half of what they're already paying. So they are gonna have to cut at the least half of their workload, do payroll, all that's about to shrink, because they gotta pay. Man, it's a lose lose. If you ever read Steve Covey, I think he's the author, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I need to start applying them habits more, but I know the win-win, lose-lose, lose-win, synergy. We need all that. We have to understand all that. But the Senate said no. It might go through, but as a person, see, I don't have employees, but it's a way around that. And it could be consistent. But I'm going to keep that. See, I'm about to. But anyhow, yeah, the minimum wage ain't go through. But I need to check on that, see if it got approved. Oh, but 725. But that's a spike from 725 to 15. Man, you know how many they trying to destroy. Man, let me shut up. See, now I'm gonna turn. I keep this show going to turn into it because I'm one of those who think. That's why it's the think and reflect. So I'm gonna think not just what they say, but how and what they say, put it together come up with my concept, especially with because today this my new segment, time to think and reflect. We're gonna be talking about today's society and how so, but that's coming up soon. We got a couple of more things that we need to do to get there. May the universe let that happen. But yeah, are they trying to in certain states? Because each state, and there's some other stuff going on too. So y'all should look more into what's really going on in the government. Like, do we still have a government for real? Like, what's going on? They got the big signs. I'm pretty sure it's in every city because there's one in Cleveland. You riding down. Ooh, what's route is that? It might be 77 North, but anyhow, it says the national debt. The corporation is in debt. The country will never be in debt because it isn't a business. So the USA can go broke and crumble. Like they be filing a company file. That's why we gotta learn to fend for ourselves, man. Like really be self sufficient. It's okay if you get some of that and make it work for you though. Like don't think to just live off of it like this, because stuff crumble. And that's what's going on. That's what's going on. It's dangerous out here in this world. But if you didn't know, a fun fact today is pistachio day. Who eats pistachios out there? They good sometimes. I really like the red ones better, but they leave stains everywhere, so that ain't good for you. So the green ones, the natural, they cool. Yeah, but guess what? Guess what you probably would never have guessed? Pistachios are cousins or related to the poison ivy. That leaf that'll make you itch and break out. With so pistachios supposed to be healthy for you. They got some good nutrients and minerals in them. I thought I had that up too, but I guess when you're moving around. Oh, they give you fiber, protein, antioxidants, including vitamin B, C. Yeah, so they worth eating. All natural foods like nuts and grains. Yeah, the Senate said no, 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 no. Yeah, they said nope. How y'all feeling out there tonight? Hey, podcast, and what movie was that? Man, and the guy when I think it was 2021. What was the name of the movie? 2012 or something. And Woody Harrelson. He was the guy talking from the radio, like just chopping, going. That's what's about to happen. So keep listening. We going, thinking and reflecting. You know, I'm laid back on the podcast. Ain't no reason to be uptight, and I don't want to talk because I want everybody. I want y'all to relax, chill, tune in, see what's going on, listen, stream on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, it's a movement. We going down. You can be part of it if you want to. Yeah. But the world, just the world. Well, see, I'm skipping. I'm going to talk about Texas real quick, but I really want to get into how I feel about today's society. What's going on? Because, of course, it's different strokes for different folks. But the way that the world is becoming set up, you don't know sometimes if to prepare for this or that. But at the same time, you still have to continue to live the best you can. So, I don't want to move too far ahead. I'm going to talk about this Texas lawsuit real quick. But we're going to take a quick break. I'll be back. Yeah, welcome back. Had to take a little break. But some reason, Texas, well, the Texans filed a $1 billion class action lawsuit. Man, some company called Gritty Energy for allegedly charging extortionate prices during last week historic storm. Boy, these man, see when you get a position, like I ain't really been there, but I done been in positions where your word and your actions have so much influence. You get it? Then, depending on who you are as a person, some appreciate it and just live with it, but then some recognize it. Some even once they understand it, that's their end goal. But the boy 50 named the show. That's why you think he named the show Power. He named the show Power. That's what everybody looking for. Power. When it's all said and done, even a person that says, oh, I just want to be happy. In the process of just wanting to be happy, you looking for power. You trying to control the situation, the narrative. But these guys, these guys, man, this guy say his electric bill soared to $9,340. Bill average it's only $2 to $250. Man, what? And they took $1,200 from her bank account. Wow. Oh, okay. See, I've been wording this wrong. This one person filed the $1 billion class. Oh my God. That means everybody that they got, they filed it for everybody. But the fact of the matter is, it's mainly pertaining to that young lady. She say, not me, Lisa. I feel you, Lisa. Harris, I ain't gonna go no further than that. But that girl's smart. And she gonna help a lot of other people out. Man, they say some customers' bills were high as $17,000. How? Man, and it ain't even wasn't working. How it get that high? 29,000 customers. How y'all? That must have been a glitch in the computer or something. That lawsuit might not go through. Oh, but they snatched that money out of their account. That's another reason. Getting back into my little theories. That's another reason I be believing it's something going on because people like just getting what they can and they getting out the way. And some just keep on trying, they just keep on going to get however until it stop. But they already up. They probably could be good the rest of their life. But they like, I'm about to get some more. So That's probably what Gritty, the owner, CEO. I wonder if the original owner is still alive. How old is this company? Let's check and see how old is Gritty Energy. I know one thing. I keep telling you, local, if you independent, man, let's send your music. I'm play. I'll give you a segment. We gonna grow together. But cause them mainstream artists, I ain't letting they music play no more. Y'all can come through if y'all like what's going on because I know, but y'all ain't gonna mess up my monetization because even though I'm doing this just because it's something I want to do, I can still monetize. That's why you need to go get some of that Bavaria's clothing collection. Visit the website, Bavaria's Clothing Collection. That's BRAVURAS, clothingcollection.com. Yeah, but let's see how old Gritty, about Gritty. Greedy, look, they tried, they fool with the eye and talking about Gritty, but they really greedy. Let's see. Man, I ain't want to go to the look. The co-founder look. Man, I was with a dude that was talking about stuff like that. Man, started energy companies. Man, did I write that boy information down? Yeah, but it was a Texan. See, I read that wrong. It was one lady filed it, but a class act. That's because she set it off. So I guess she get the lawyer to send all the information out to all the people that was involved. I guess that's how that worked. But with today's technology, getting to the new segment, time to think and reflect, voice your opinion. On this segment this week, I want to talk about society itself. I've been kind of slipping it in there, but society and social media, just how people are after what's been going, it's still going on. But even before then, the power and the effect that social media, even though me myself believe it's an amazing tool, it's probably the best business tool for free. And it really ain't free because you're giving up your data, little information. You know, it's little tricks, but that's getting back to the society part. But man, the way society has transformed, the way that people act, the disrespect, it's almost like you can't do nothing that somebody else isn't doing without them feeling like they should be doing it. Or it's so many other ways. It's a lot. The society, due to social media, is because a lot of people. I even thought about it, and should I even tell y'all? But it's like some people just need to be taught how to use social media. What it's really about, don't let how not to let it affect you. Um, Use it for what it's worth, even though, because you still build an audience with it. You get it? But what are you building your audience for? That's getting back to the social media. Because that's my main. If I had to say, like a skill set that I feel like I have somewhat, I ain't gonna use the word master. I might be a master. It's just I need for more. It could just be COVID. COVID changed a lot of things, so it's almost like you have to really, if you're gonna be, you have to rebrand. Unless, even if you had a super, I ain't gonna call it super, but just cause you, I don't want to sound like because okay, a business can be like you can see it, but that don't mean that inside, not man. You won't. That's why I'm in the market, consult, advising. That's over. That's who I always been. But my environment and me, I don't want to blame nothing, but it plays a big part of how my society affects or affected, because it truly affected me. Like what I have thought was, well, I never actually thought it was normal, but what I learned and adjusted to live to it. Like it was almost normal. You get, like, everybody live in a world that caters to them more. Like you try to make your world like as much as is yours as possible. But as you get older and you mature and you go through things, you realize, man, that's not even the way to broaden your horizon. I know y'all done heard me say that a couple times. That's a big thing to me. Like you need to always be able to broaden your horizon. Like it's not being. Some people like to say opportunists. A shrewd. See, it's like you have to, because an opportunist is not always a person that's just everything they think. No, that's not. That's that's a greedy. An opportunist is like, okay, you trying to do this, but in the process of doing that, you recognize this. So you basically incorporating it, but you like, okay, this might make this go better because it's almost like you start recognizing that, okay, it's more of what's the solution. You get it? That's the key. That's the key to achieving and obtaining, like I was saying, value. We say we want success, but when you really, 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 like I done heard it, people say it, but when you really think about it, that's all it is. We just want to have some type of value. And in the process, some of us do things unmorally. And one of the worst tools, even though because it's pros and cons. If you know me, I'll tell you that. It's pros and cons to everything. That's just, once you experience, you know it. Because like social media to me, it's a pro to me. I never think a tool like social media, regardless of the value that you achieve from it, it's how you use it. But it's values that a person seeks. Once you get that value, you start feeling good about yourself. Like, whenever, just think, don't it feel good when you do, like, if a person don't like doing nothing or like being able to do for another other than you, if that doesn't make you feel good, something wrong with you. Because that's a good feeling when you know you can do for others. That's why I say it's solution. Once people start realizing, and because I still think about the problem sometimes, but sometimes you have to recognize the problem just to get the solution. But when you kind of dwell on the problem and you let it like affect you daily, it can drain you. And so getting to the point of this topic, society and social media becomes, the social media is worse than let alone the classroom. You know how, as you coming up in school, the school years, elementary, it's more the classroom. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just really gotta have your classroom. Then you get to junior high. You moving through classes. So it ain't just about your world get bigger. It's just see, a lot of people, and then when you sit there and talk, especially the youth, who I really want this attention to, because the youth, the social media has them in a trance. It's very few that can see through, cause it's a high percentage of adults that are like, damn, like social media has them affected. Like it affect anybody. Like, sometimes you will be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's when, like, the way, if you use it properly, like, be on there for a purpose. And because it's a society now, it's part of the world. Like, everybody on it. When I first started being on social media, it was different. Everybody wasn't on social media. Like, a lot of people thought they were too cool for it. Like, man, you don't know. With this, excuse my language, you don't know what this can do. This is a tool that can, your world is just, now you really living in the world. Your world can't get no bigger than social media. You can have an audience if you using it correctly. Your audience can be so big. Like, came across some information. They was talking about, they was talking about how much people, I think, the big stars, they get millions. It's a few stars that get over $1 million per post on social media. They use the power, get back to the word power, the power of the social media and the power of their image, PR. See, I'm telling y'all need to come start doing business with Deshaun's marketing. That marketing company right there gonna get you. You're gonna take off. You're gonna take off. All you gotta do, put your trust. Go, because everybody can't. They didn't. That's something else. Social media, because you got people like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Some things you just need to let somebody that skill set or that need like excites them. Like, you might be a great barber, but you ain't got time to be posting, So that's why they make certain things to make the job easier. But I'm trying to help y'all, society, understand the power of social media. I don't want y'all to get caught up in the follows and the likes just to have them. Now, if you're going to be concerned about your followers and your likes, you better have something for them to like and follow. Like, don't be upset because you posting pictures of yourself all day and you can't get no... Then you go out into the real world and you don't know, you feeling down and out. But you see, that's what I'm saying. They done created another society within one with social media. And then everybody been sitting at home because of coronavirus, and everybody want to do every challenge. Come on. I know. Now that it's cool. It's cool. I ain't saying don't do it, but just if you gonna use social media for that, just don't let your feelings get involved. Now, if you on there with intentions, you trying to build something, you got some solution, you got some product, some service, like the boy P always saying, product. He love that product. I feel him though, product, services, and products. I've been saying, hey, I ain't getting it from P. But I like P. He keep people motivated. Yeah, he uses social media. See, P going with that boy a mastermind. I see Master P. Yeah, but, society, you got people out here everybody want to be a gangster because, man, the society, the social media, we need to not take it so serious. If even doing business, just use it. It's free. You can pay for ads if you need some ads done. Email info at Deshaun's Mark. That's info at DESHAUNSMRK.com, and they can help you with your creating ads, reaching the right demographic, the correct keywords. And if you don't need to know about that, we'll have some videos coming soon to tell you all the secrets of marketing. But we coming to the end of the show. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all tuned in live, I hope y'all enjoy when y'all listen to this download stream. But I'm telling y'all I prefer to download the app. But you can call in to 216-632-3917. That's every Friday night, 10 o'clock, live. Tune in. Think and Reflect podcast show. Voice your opinion. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to YouTube, stream us on Apple, Spotify, Google, Deezer, and more podcast streaming sites. Today's show again was sponsored by Bavaria's Clothing Collection. To rule the kingdom, you must tame the jungle. Bavaria's, a consistent show of dash and spirit, bravery. Hope you all tune in next week. And don't forget, February 26th is Pistachio Day. So, if you're a pistachio fan, and you love them pistachios, February 26th is Pistachio Day. But I'll be listening in. Catch us next week, every Friday, 10 p.m. live. Again, listen to us on Apple, Google, Spotify. Tune in. Call 216-632-3917. Have a good weekend. Catch you next Friday. Suggestions, send DM or email us at Think and Reflect. That's Think, the letter N, Reflect Podcast at Outlook.com. Be looking for the website coming soon. Keep you updated. Breaking news, Think and Reflect Podcast show. Voice your opinion.